Okay, we're back for part 3, and I was talking about respect. And first of all, for those who I've mentioned, and for those who I've mentioned for a long time, as well as those who have helped me along the way, and then those who may have hurt me, but then there are those who have made up, I guess you could say. I mean, I can go on and on, but what I'm trying to get at is, for everything that you guys have been through, for those who I've mentioned and those who I've given a shout out to and those who are listening to this, I just want to say I respect the work that you all put into your videos. Whether you're a Let's Player or you just make videos. Excuse me. But for the most part, though, the fact that you put out great videos for the most part, I really enjoy it, and I can't say thanks enough. And I mean, there's been a number of people that have helped me along the way. There are those who I started YouTube with that sadly are not there with me anymore because they've either moved on to other things or they just lost interest in YouTube altogether. But I thank them for the time that I was friends with them, because it showed that I could be friends with somebody and have a good time on YouTube. And this was back when I didn't even have any videos. In fact, all I did was watch videos. And then I want to thank those who helped me get started with making videos. Some of them are not there anymore, but those who have been there the longest would have to be, well, first and foremost, for those who had been there when I first started out, I want to say thank you for your support. And then those who have come along, as I used to just do wrestling videos with my camera phone, but then when I had my first Dazzle, when I got the Dazzle, the video quality got better, of course, but just not that much better, considering, there were much better capture devices out there, but it was a start. And I also want to thank, I have to also thank my mother for it, because she could have just as easily said no, but she supported me nonetheless, which is what I was trying to get at, sorry. And then there were the people that helped put me on the map, like the people at Much Games Guides, like Cole and Colette, and Ryan and Nufi Bonga, who I had been watching. Like Nufi Bonga, I had been watching his channel since the beginning, actually. But I want to thank him, and I want to thank Cole and Colette and Ryan for, teaching me, like showing me the ropes, helping me get, noticed on YouTube, because it's very hard to get noticed. As well as that of LP Grotus, who, once I started getting quality videos on a more consistent basis, LP Grotus was my first real big supporter. Not to say that those who before him weren't, because they were. But I'm just saying that, him as well as the Much Games crew have done so much for me, and I just want to say, if there's anything you need from me, I'll be there, and I'm willing to do it. And all you have to do is just ask, and I'm willing to do it. I also want to thank Insomania Game, like Kill Punch of Doom, formerly known as TrueWho82, Pika Pika Power, who I've mentioned already, Ryoko, Conus Board, as well as Rockhawk64, as well as LP Grotus. They've been very, very supportive of me, and I can't I can't thank but be supportive enough of them. And then there were those, and then let's see, anybody else like Tanuki Teddy. I want to say thank you very much, man, for your support as well. Same thing with Gina and Genitera and the rest of the Yoshi clan, in a sense, because they taught me. If anything, they helped me. They taught me how to collaborate on a much better scale, because before, I mentioned before that I had a Dazzle, but of course, obviously, as time grew on, it was very, very inadequate. So I had to step up my game, and I did, and I never looked back since. Same thing, and as I mentioned before, I've done a lot of collaborations recently, but the ones who inspired me to do it was the Yoshi clan. So if anything, I should be thanking them for that. And also, I want to thank, I also want to thank the group. Well, actually, they're not much of a group. They're just a set of good friends that I met on Twitch. But they have been my very best friends in a relatively very short time. That would be Jacoy, Zekrum, or Zek, as he now is called, and Candy, Crazy Candy Lady 123, and a slew of her friends, but mainly her. And then, and Jay Vertis, I don't want to forget him, as well as Aladdin. That's about it. But those five, especially Zekrum, Jacoy, and Candy, and Jay Vertis, they've been very good friends. And then I also want to thank, Andy. That would be Andy from the Gaming Beatdown, as well as a slew of his friends, including, but not limited to, Matrix Mandible, as well as his very good friend, Valerie, or Valtrix, or Val Baby, or Blue Bab. She goes under a lot of names, but Val is the most common. As well as a slew of their friends too. Oh yeah, and the Blue Explosion. How did I forget about the Blue Explosion? The Blue Explosion, he's a Let's Player too, but he's very, very underrated. So underrated, in fact, that he barely has over 10 subscribers. So if anything, he's very, very underrated. So I should mention him as well. But nonetheless, Andy and his friends, including Matrix and Val, among others. There's so many I can't name off the top of my head, but those guys, they taught me what it would take for me to stream. Same thing with Jizawa Toad as well. I almost forgot to mention him too, as far as streaming is concerned. But those guys taught me how important it is to, step up your game before you go up to bat for Twitch. What I mean is, they taught me what it would take to be a success on Twitch, and it takes a lot. And I can only thank them for that. And last but not least, the fans. That would be all of you watching this. I just want to thank all of you for all the support over the years. Some of you may be relatively new. Some of you may have been with me since day one, but and anywhere in between. But I just want to say thank you for all the support. Of course, I almost forgot to mention Top Kirby. He also is a very good Let's Player, of course, but of course he already has a lot of subscribers, so it's not like he really needs any help, but nonetheless, I want to also thank him for being a friend too. I almost forgot. With that said, though, thank you for everything. I know I've done a number of videos where I thank people, but I'm a very, very thankful person. But I think the one person that I should be thanking most of all is the good Lord above. I've mentioned a number of times that I am a Christian, and I just want to say that because of the grace of God, that He has allowed me, to not only enjoy over 5 years of YouTube as being a productive YouTuber, but also for 28 of the best years of my life, and I just want to say I just want to thank Him for it. I mean, I know some people may not be Christians, some of you might be atheists or something like that, but whatever it is, I just want to thank Him. Whether you respect it or not, that's up to you. I'm not going to hold it against you, but still, just the fact that I've been around this long is a testament to not so much me, but to the grace of God, because I could have been doing something else, but I ended up doing this. And what I do on this channel, making videos, is something I love to do. And I just pray that through His grace I can still do this. And I do it for a while, and that I actually get well known for doing it. But if I have to move on from other things, then so be it. But with that said, though, thank you for watching, and check out all the people I've mentioned, and wish me luck on moving into a new house. But most of all, thank you. Until then, good night, my toads and toadettes. Good night.